All right, we are live and in the building, live on the TikTok. Just went live on there a few minutes ago, and we are live here on the YouTube. What is up, guys? Dadalorian is back and ready for the streams. So glad to be chilling with you all. So if you guys can see, let me say hi to my chat. Let me say hi to all my chat. What's going on? See all these gifts and roses. What is good? I hope I'm not on the bounty list. I hope you're not either. I hope you've been good this year. Because if not, then I'm going to come after you next year, which is just in a few days. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Thanks for sending all the gifts. I appreciate that. And hi, Maz Edits. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. We got my boy Life of Oliver, Shark Boy. What's good? What is good? German history says go. What's up? Thank you guys for tuning in, man. As you can see by the title, I'm pretty sure my people on YouTube, you guys can see the title of the live. But today it is all about Star Wars audio books in review, and this is kind of my time to really tell you guys a lot of the stuff that I've been reading / listening to in the world of Star Wars that I just find completely fascinating, and that I am addicted to listening to Star Wars audiobooks. Let me tell you, when I start clapping, y'all know it's getting real. So yeah, that's a lot of what we're going to be talking about tonight. Obviously, also gearing up for the book of Boba Fett. I'm going to be doing a stream Wednesday because that is when the first episode premieres. But we'll talk a little bit about that too. I guess we can talk about that now before we get into the books. Really, I want to hear from you guys. Like, would you guys be down for a watch party? Or are you guys like, you know what, if you do a review, you go live and you do a review, like I'm down to watch that. Because I'm on two sides of the fence. Like I wouldn't mind doing a watch party, but it's one of those things like I really want there to be people that show up. Like if y'all are gonna be there and y'all gonna watch it, like I'm down to do it. But you guys let me know. Like I want to get a vote from you guys. Darth Malgus 101 says watch party. All right, all right, that's one person. I hear one person that says watch party. What time would it be? So, good question. I know we're all in the different time zones. I know for me, because the episodes come out like what, 12 o'clock a.m., right? Midnight. But that would be like 1 o'clock a.m. for me. Like, I don't mind staying up. It's just one of those things, like, if I do it, then I want to make sure we got a squad. Like, if I'm going to go live, like, are you guys wanting to do that? Do you guys want to be a part of a watch party? Watch it all together, my time? Or are you guys like, hey, we just all watch it on our own time. I come back and do a review. We could do that too. So I'm really throwing it out and kind of getting a vote from you guys to kind of hear like, hey, what are you guys most interested in or whatever. So anyway, and sorry for the sniffles. When it gets cold, I get like, ooh, you know. So anyway, so I want to hear from you guys. Let me know, how long is the episode? I have no idea, man. I would assume, most of, they're very episodic. So I would imagine anywhere from like, possibly an hour for that premiere episode to 40 minutes, so they're very episodic episodes. So I would definitely count on it at least being at least 40 minutes or more. Yo, what's up, boy with helmet? Hello. By the way, TikTok. So I'm glad I have a few people here. A lot of y'all just coming in, popping in, chatting, hanging out. I appreciate it. So the name change is temporary on TikTok. I'm still Dadalorian. No one freak out. I just did a name change for this month. I was playing around with it, obviously, because of Spider-Man hype, So there's that. And I'm really glad that I did do that, because it really made me realize how much I appreciate my name, Dadalorian, and the brand that I've kind of been building with that, and the community that comes with it. It really made me appreciate, like, even though like the change is temporary, like obviously on TikTok, my name is going back to Dadalorian in January, but it really, I'm glad I did it, because it really taught me like, man, I really appreciate my name so much, and the community that's been built around that, not just the power of the name itself, but it's really just the community that's built around it, and everything that the memories and the content and everything that goes with it, man, I really just appreciate. So the name is temporary, but it's taught me some good lessons and some fun stuff, even in the midst of that temporary change. So don't worry, that name change is temporary. I'm still Dadalorian. So a couple other things. Yep, I'd probably be there. I don't know. I've not stayed up that late to watch it live. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, if I do it, it's gonna be really late. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it would be cool. It would be cool if Lucasfilm was like, yo, Daddy O'Lorian. We've been seeing you've been going hard on TikTok. We love your streams. Can you say hi to me, please? GTA SASUK. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. Becca, I see you. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. It'd be dope if Lucasfilm sent me, Disney Lucasfilm, they sent me the episode early or something. Which that happens for some creators. You know what I mean? I feel the higher up I continue to grow, other opportunities will come about. I've had some cool stuff. Obviously, I'm partnered with Save Neo, so there's been a lot of cool, just unexpected, things and blessings that have happened, man. Where I'm just unbelievably just grateful, to you guys and to people who are, affiliated or associated or know of my content. It's really, really cool. So, but yeah, to say all that, I think it would be cool. One day, they send me the episode early, I get to watch it, but if they do that, I don't think I could do a watch party. It's kind of one of those things, it's you just gotta watch it on your own, time and turf. So anyway, Smokey Kenobi says, yo, Smokey Kenobi, what's up, man? Boy with helmet, who would win, Miles or Green Goblin? Ooh, which Green Goblin are we talking about? Because that William Dafoe Green Goblin whooped Spider-Man's ass in that movie. Oh my God, it was glorious. But it was the ass whooping that he needed. You know what I mean? It was it was the ass whooping that made him into the adult, that really gave him more of that responsibility factor, that really kind of shaped his character in a sense. So I don't know, man. That's a good question. Good question. We're talking about Star Wars. How does Spider-Man just taking over this whole month? What's going on? I hope I'll be there. Yeah. No, I hope you guys will too. So sound off. I will mention this again throughout this live. If you guys want me to do a watch party for the Book of Boba Fett, I will do it. Right now on the channel, I'm pretty sure you guys can see it when I have stuff scheduled. But I think right now I have I know for Wednesday, I have a review scheduled for the Book of Boba Fett. So that means I would watch it on my own turf and then come and do a live stream review where we can all discuss it, talk about it. That would be our place to kind of talk spoilers. So it's if you haven't seen it, then go watch it and then come watch the review. So you guys let me know what you're down with. I have switched to YouTube. Becca, welcome to YouTube. Thank you for being here. Everyone on TikTok, YouTube, thank you. I'm happy to have you guys watching wherever you're watching. Shark Boy says, I can't wait. You and me both, man. So I talked about sponsorships and stuff a little bit briefly earlier. But again, as I mentioned this before, I am partnered. I'm an associate with Save Neo. Save Neo is great. Damn it, I don't even have my lightsaber on me right now. It's over there, and I'm just too lazy to get up. But anyway, I have a bunch of content planned that's coming out this upcoming month. So it's a bunch of little funny skits that's really geared towards being more promotional, but really also just funny content. So that's new stuff you guys can expect. And that's all really just geared towards promoting Save Neo. Seeing that I'm a partner with them. They also have sent me another lightsaber that's on the way. So when that gets here, I'll be doing another unboxing, another review, and I can join them together, have a double-bladed lightsaber, and feel like Darth Maul. Is going to be great. So anyway, that is on the way. Christmas is over, but it's still never too late to get yourself or somebody else a gift that is a Star Wars fan. So if you guys are purchasing a lightsaber through Save Neo, I highly recommend them. If you want to know more about the saber itself, in and out, how it functions, different features that it has, I have 2 videos that go into depth of these sabers that are on my YouTube channel. 2 videos. They're doing pretty well too. So go and check those videos out if you want to know more information about the sabers. And again, this is my coupon code. So if you just type in Dadalorian, all caps, at checkout when you're purchasing through them, it'll help you out, and it also helps me out because I'm an associate with them. So whenever you guys purchase through them and you use my coupon code, Dadalorian, or affiliate code, it helps me out, so I get, compensated through them as well. But you also get a lightsaber, which is pretty cool. So be sure to go check them out. I know right now they have some crazy sales going on right now, which is pretty dope. So if you're looking to get a lightsaber, I recommend Sabe Neo. There are a bunch of cool places to go get your saber from, but this is just for those if you're following me and you want to help me out in another way, but you're also looking to get a good deal on a quality NeoPixel badass lightsaber. Definitely go and check them out. And again, going into this new year, this new month, I will have tons of new content kind of promoting that, but it's really going to be kind of funny skits, very short, very promotional, but very familiar in certain ways. That's all I'm going to say. So be out on the lookout for that. Again, anyone that is new here to the stream, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. The biggest goal right now for me going into 2022, we're going to hit 10,000 subscribers. Like, that's my big goal. So for all of my TikTok people, if you haven't already, be sure to come on over. Why do I keep hitting my microphone? What is these sausage fingers just everywhere, man? Anyway, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. So other than that, let's jump right into our discussion for today, and that is audiobooks. So Star Wars audiobooks. I guess I'll start off with the stuff that I've listened to / read so far in the world of audiobooks. And when you've listened to so many Star Wars audiobooks, the company that does, the production, like audio, Random Penguin House, I think that's what they're called. They're great, man. I just love it. It's entertaining. It's enjoyable, especially having like kids and being married, you know what I mean? And house chores. It's just easy. And it's so much like efficient to listen to an audiobook versus me sitting down and scrolling through a novel. You know what I mean? I still could, obviously I read graphic novels and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, for a book, that's very lengthy, you know what I mean? It's just nice and relaxing to sit down and just listen. Especially when you got kids and you're on the go, you know what I mean? I love audiobooks. So I'm going off into a tangent. Let's get back on track. What I'm trying to say, first book that kind of started it off for me, at least for audiobooks. There was one High Republic book that I read. I think that was like Into the Dark. I read that one a while ago. But the most recent one of High Republic was the High Republic Rising Storm, which was by Kevin Scott. So let's talk about that one really quick. So that one was great. If you guys have read Light of the Jedi, the one thing I can say about Rising Storm is it's kind of like its sequel. There's a lot of characters from Light of the Jedi that make another appearance and have good book time, screen time, whatever you want to call it, within this novel. And it answered a lot of questions that I had, like previous, from some of those characters and things that happened to a lot of those characters, like Loden Greatstorm, like, what was his deal and what happened to him? Like, did he die? But we knew that, the leader of the Nile, the Eye, basically had him captive, stole his lightsaber, all that jazz. And then, Belzetifar, his relationship, with his, fallen master and all this stuff. It answers a lot of those questions. And even more, also playing on to kind of the balance factor of the Force with, certain characters like Elzar Mann, where you kind of see him kind of being tempted, I would say, towards the dark side in certain aspects of that book. There's certain moments. If you guys have read it, if you've listened to it in an audiobook, then you know what I'm talking about. So I really enjoyed what they did in that book. It answered a lot of questions that I had. It also answered a long question that many of us have had. We're like, no, Jedis are not nuns. They're not nuns. They be getting it on. Like, they be, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if y'all don't know what I'm saying is like Jedi, they be having sex. They do. And we seen that in this book. I was like, oh, snaps. Like, okay. So there's one scene in particular. With my boy Elzar Mann, where he's like, he's looking at, I forget the girl's name, but my boy is just looking at her neck. Like, I had never seen somebody get so, like, aroused and attracted that, like you just been training as a Jedi for so long that you see a woman's neck, you're like, dang, bro. Like, he ain't even looking like other features. He's just like, with her neck, though. You know what I mean? Like, oh my. If you've read the book, then you know what scene I'm talking about. It had me dying. I was like, bro, my boy, he hadn't had alone time with a lady in a long time. So it was really funny. But anyway, again, yeah, it answers that question too in this book, where it's like, yeah, Jedi, they can have, physical, relations, with a significant other, but the path of the Jedi, is to not form attachments. And attachments is meaning, I have to hold on to this thing. This thing is mine, and it's when you do that then that leads to selfishness, and that can also lead to the dark side, right? So I thought I really enjoyed that book. Not to say that's what the whole book was about, but it's these little moments within Rising Storm that I really did enjoy, and even some of the sad moments, like what happened with Loading Greatstorm. But also just some really powerful stuff as well. So I think it was really a cool sequel, I would say, to me, from Light of the Jedi. If you enjoy Light of the Jedi, you will really enjoy Rising Storm, because you see a lot of familiar faces. So going on, the other one that I just recently finished is Last Shot by my buddy Daniel Jose Older. Man, I have not been on his TikTok page in a while. It has been a minute, and I need to go say hi. I need to go kick it and just let him know, like, yo, I just got done listening to one of your books. It was great. I will say this: you just have to keep in mind when listening or reading, Last Shot, that there are, and they let you know clearly that there are scenes where you're jumping from past to present. So keep that in mind. Like, if you're ever thinking of reading it, I could see if someone's not really paying attention to certain moments, it could be easy for you to get lost if you're not keeping that in mind. Like, oh, wait a minute, this is jumping from past to present, and there may be moments where you're like, where the hell am I? At this moment. But they clearly, in the book, I think they do a great job of distinguishing that to where it's easy for you to follow as the reader, if that makes sense. So anyone who's ever thinking of reading Last Shot, really, this is kind of a prequel to Solo, a Star Wars story. So we get more time with Han Solo and Lando Calrissian, and we kind of get these moments between them both and them individually of things that have happened in their past and in their present, and they kind of have this bouncing back and forth, like things that have happened in their past that really kind of helps them resolve things in their present time, which is really fun. I really like that aspect. I almost even said I would like to see that with the new Indiana Jones movie. They're supposed to be coming out. I hope they do something similar in that sense, where you have this older Indiana Jones, but in order for him to like fix whatever current predicament he's in, you have to bounce back to flashbacks, and that's where you have like a recasted or de-aged, whatever, Indiana Jones. I think that would be really cool, where you kind of have the past and present working together in a sense. And so I would say keep that in mind when you're reading The Last Shot. But it's enjoyable. You get all those fun Han Solo, Lando Calrissian smooth moments. And if you love Solo, you would love this book as well. But also you get some other little things. I think one of the things I really enjoyed is just the heart and the true essence of these characters. Like in that book, we see that Han Solo, he's a young father, he's a husband, and he's like, there's certain parts throughout the book where he's like, I never expected to be a husband or a dad, and like I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just trying to do my best, and I'm good at being a smuggler, or ex-smuggler, I'm good at kind of being this rugged kind of pilot, but when it comes to being a husband, when it comes to being a dad, you kind of see him struggling with that. But you also see his partnership with Leia, and there's no place that he would rather be other than with his family. I just really enjoy those aspects of kind of like seeing the character struggle in this new light. And then Lando as well, you get some fun moments with him where you kind of see some of his development as well, from what he used to be to where he's grown to be as well, which is really fun. So Last Shot is a great read. Definitely go and check that one out if you guys haven't. And next on the list of stuff that I've read. So everything I'm talking about is everything that I've listened to / read in Star Wars audio books. The next one, I did a TikTok video about this, and what I said was, if Star Wars decides to do a a comedy, like if they're going to do a series or a movie, and they want to bring back Darth Vader, and throw some cool, fun, nostalgic stuff that takes place before Return of the Jedi, I think they should do Dr. Aphra. I think Dr. Aphra is the person. Look, get my girl Aquafina to play her. Whoever. You know what I mean? But I'm just throwing out names. I think Aquafina would be great. I think she could definitely pull off the role. But dude, I'm just saying, like, if they're going to do a comedy, that is the character to go with. But still, where you can make it action-packed. But, she's the comedic relief that the franchise needs. And I just think she would be great because not only is she comedic relief, but she still is a badass. And after listening to this audiobook, I was already familiar with it. Because if you have read the comics, or if you've listened to or watched the audio comics, like on YouTube, there's some great folks who do some, fun, audio comic stuff. I was already familiar with the entire audiobook because I had seen the audio comics on YouTube. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I've already seen this, played out. I've read some of I even have a couple of the graphic novels myself, and then finished her story, with the audio comics, that was on YouTube. So after listening to the audio book, I was like, oh, yeah, this is just everything that I've already known from the graphic novels, from the audio comics, just, put into an audiobook format. So for me, it was very familiar, which wasn't a bad thing, but it was good just kind of getting, refreshed, with that story as well. You said, how much is it? I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I will let you in on a little secret. So there are apps out there. I'm not going to tell you which ones. You got to do your research. But there are apps out there where if there's certain books that have been out for a while, if you have a library card, you can download an app and it's free. So you just have to see what works for your region. But there are library apps where you can just borrow the audiobooks for free. So if these are books that have been out for a while, like the ones that I've mentioned, where hey, I'm just playing catch up and I'm just enjoying listening and diving into some of these stories, because I bought a lot of these novels, but I was like, man, it's gonna be a while before I can actually sit down and read them. But the audiobooks make it easy, at least for my lifestyle. It makes it a lot easy to hey, this book is 11 hours, this book is 6 hours. Cool. I can listen through for a few hours today, come back at it tomorrow, later tonight. I enjoy doing that. So look at your library, or look up, in your app store, library, apps that might work for you. I will tell you one that I use. It's called Libby. Libby is pretty cool. And there's a bunch of Star Wars comics, novels, audiobooks. So if there's a lot of books that you might be interested in, you're like, man, they're all free, so you can check some of those out there. But again, I don't know what region you're in. That may be a factor as well. But again, there may be other apps that are connected to, your library that you can use. I think you do have to have a library card, I believe. But check it out. Or if you have Audible, you can do it that way as well. That way you can purchase some of the newer ones directly when they come out. That's always cool too. So anyway, you said already did. People call him the guy from Fortnite, right? Always, man. Doesn't matter. I'm always going to be known as the guy from Fortnite. It's hilarious. How do I get a lightsaber? If you want a lightsaber, definitely check out Save Neo. I mentioned this earlier, so I'll post this here again. Save Neo. Use my coupon code, please. If you're going to purchase through them, which I highly recommend, they are great. I will show you guys my lightsaber before this stream is over. Mark my word, I will show you. But purchase through them. They are great. Use my coupon code, Dadalorian. and that'll save you some, and it'll help me out as well. But a lot of their sabers are already on sale right now, so you should be in really good shape if you're looking to purchase one like now. They have some really cool deals going on, so I would look at them. But make sure you use my coupon code. I think you have to put it in before checkout. So just make sure you're looking at where to put the coupon code or affiliate code. You'll see where it's at. Just use Datalorian, type that in, you'll be good to go. It helps me out a lot too. So make sure you check them out. So anyway, yeah, Dr. Aphra, yeah, please Star Wars. Like if you're looking to do a comedy, I would love to see that. I think she's literally the character if they're looking to do like more of a lighthearted, comedic, kind of funny thing. Like she's the character to do it, but still have the action elements. You still have, just imagine, think about this. Like if you know Dr. Aphra's character, you guys know what I'm talking about. Imagine scenes with her, with Darth Vader, where he's just annoyed. Darth Vader's just annoyed. He's like, listen, if you say one more thing, I'm going to force choke you. I'm only here because you got information and skills that are useful to me. But once you are not useful, I will kill you. Like I could kill you. Just imagine those little funny comedic scenes between like her and well, who's a person I can think of? Like think of the wittiness of my girl who was in Thor, and she was also in WandaVision. She was like the dark hair girl, who was working with everybody, like that was kind of in SHIELD. I forget her name. But think of her wittiness. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like Dr. Aphra, that quick wittiness, that comedy. You know what I mean? Like she's perfect for it. And just imagine a Darth Vader just being annoyed, but has to work with this person. I'm like, I want to see that on screen, man, so bad. So if they ever do a comedy, Dr. Aphra is the person to go. So other than that, another book that I have read is Master and Apprentice, which is by Claudia Gray. Sorry, TikTok, I keep moving you guys over because I'm like bouncing back and forth on my notes screen and my stream screen. So that one was great. Master and Apprentice, I heard a lot about this like last year. And I'm glad that I was finally able to sit down and listen to it. Really enjoy Claudia Gray's novels. She's done a lot in Star Wars, so it was really cool to read more of her work as well. And again, my buddy Daniel Jose Older, it was great to finally sit down and read one of his books. I look forward to doing more of that. I've read some of his work in there was a book that came out. It was the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, so I know he had a chapter in that as well, which I really enjoyed. It was pretty cool. I think his was about like the droids. It had something to do with droids in that book, but I really enjoyed it. He has a really cool style in terms of his writing that I really dig. But anyway, Master and Apprentice was really great. Claudia Gray, I'm sure Star Wars community, obviously that's going to ring a bell for you, especially if you're into the books. This is all about a young Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn, and this takes place before the Phantom Menace. But pretty much you have a Qui-Gon Jinn and a young Obi-Wan, and they're not really seeing eye to eye in this book. And I really dig that. And I love Qui-Gon Jinn. I love Qui-Gon Jinn so much. Like I've even asked like some of my older friends, I was like, when you ask your friends, they always tell you the thing that you don't want to hear, or the thing that like you least expect. Where I've asked friends like, all right, what Star Wars character do you guys see me as? And a lot of them have said Qui-Gon Jinn. And I was like, what? Really? Qui-Gon of all people? But then that kind of grew on me. I was like, damn, Qui-Gon is pretty dope. Like I do love Qui-Gon Jinn. I love just his zenness and just, he's very humble, and like I get that. I can get why, not trying to be conceited or anything, but why people in my life who are Star Wars fans would say that. Like I'm like, okay, I can see that. And I really respect and love that about the characters. His zenness and just he's very humble. I love that. I love that character. But anyway, in this book, things happen. There's something particular that happens where obviously you guys already know, even from Phantom Menace, where Qui-Gon was invited by the Jedi Council to be a part of the council. But in that would also mean he would no longer be Obi-Wan's, master. And there's some things that happen, where that invitation was sent out to Qui-Gon, but he didn't tell Obi-Wan about it right away, and Obi-Wan ends up finding out, and there's a little bit of friction there, and there's also kind of this friction anyway between Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in this book, where the way Qui-Gon teaches is a certain way. He has a certain style of teaching. But the way Obi-Wan learns is very hands-on, which I can relate to. You know what I mean? I'm not a very analytical person when it comes to the way I learn. I'm very hands-on. So reading that book and listening to it, obviously, it was like I can relate with that struggle. When I look at the student, I was like, man, I feel that. Whereas like, and I feel like there are many people that are the same way, where it's like, hey, the way you learn is very hands-on. You can't just tell me something. You can't just read me something. It's like, let me show you. Let's get your hands dirty. Let me show you how to do it. And then it's like, okay, that makes more sense. And Obi-Wan was that apprentice, where he was like, the way Qui-Gon teaches is, sometimes beyond me, and I'm very hands-on. So you see there's some, issues going on between them and their relationship. And in this book, obviously in the end, Qui-Gon, decides to not join the Jedi Council, because he has his issues with the way, they kind of do things. You get some cool flashback scenes between, a young Qui-Gon and, Qui-Gon, his master was Count Dooku, and Count Dooku's master was Yoda, so a lot of the history and flashback scenes that happen in this book, I really appreciate it because it really, gave you more emphasis into these characters and their past. And you really see some, at least for me, I've seen a lot of similarities, good traits, I would say. I've seen some similarities where, between Qui-Gon Jinn and Count Dooku. And I say that there may be some people who are like, I highly disagree with that. But this is what I'm saying. And again, it's kind of one of those things, like if you have a mentor, like I've had plenty of mentors in my life where you take on some of their traits. People who invest in you, people who nurture you. There are certain things, certain traits, you tend to take on from them because of things that they taught you, how they impact you. And when I look at these characters like Qui-Gon Jinn and Count Dooku, Count Dooku left the Jedi Order. He left because, he didn't agree with certain things, but obviously, he had other things going on in his life that were a little bit more questionable. Obviously, we know that. But at the same time, you see the same thing with Qui-Gon where, he didn't necessarily leave the Jedi Order, but he declined to join, the Jedi Council. So there's still something in both of them that says, they're, I wouldn't say free spirits, but, at the same time, they're not so restricted, in terms of how they do things, and how they follow the Force. And I think that that's something that I really caught on to, in that book, Master and Apprentice. So I really just appreciated the flashback scenes that were given in that book. I thought they were really enjoyable. I thought that book had a lot of heart, and anything that gives you a moment where you can just kind of go back in time. Even like, I think that's why we all have, we all enjoy The Mandalorian, right? Like, it's one of those things that it takes you back to a certain point of time, which is 5 years after the Return of the Jedi, where it's like, man, this is great to be back in this time frame, in this time zone. Like, I think that that's really cool. And Master and Apprentice did that for me. It was like, man, this is before the events of, Phantom Menace, but it really, answered a lot of cool questions, that I had, and gave me a little bit more as well. And it gave us more time with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi that you didn't think you needed, but you really did. And it was like, man, that book was just really refreshing, and I enjoyed it. So if you guys have not read that, I highly recommend checking that one out. Listen to it. Boy with helmet, I simp for Baby Yoda. That's weird. Becca, what? right. While simping on another. Yeah, that's a question, but he needs some help. Wow, boy with helmet. All right. Continuing on. So those are all the ones that I've read so far. The one I'm currently reading, and just started this week is damn, I just lost the oh yeah, it's Aftermath. Aftermath by Chuck Windig. Chuck Windig is the author. Aftermath takes place right after Return of the Jedi. So, like, the Empire has, hasn't completely broken down, but the Emperor is dead. Darth Vader is dead. And the state of the galaxy right now, the vibes I'm getting is kind of, there's a little bit of celebration on the rebel side, but there's a little bit of panic, and still there's still this presence of, you know, the empire that's there. Like, the organization itself hasn't completely fallen, you know what I mean? Which would be true in any real, you know, world or faction, you know what I mean? Like, that part of the world that was governing things doesn't just completely go away when your leader dies, but there is this state of panic that's going on. It's just interesting to kind of see that played out and how that's affected, you know, the galaxy at large. You know, so that's what I'm reading right now. Have not finished it yet, but that's the one I'm currently reading. Really enjoying it so far. So aside from that, you know, I can't really talk too much about it because I'm still in the midst of it, but it's really dope. And again, something that can bring you back to a certain, you know, to a certain place in time in the galaxy that we really enjoy. Like, I really enjoy Return of the Jedi so much that, check this out. Y'all see that? I know y'all looking at this, y'all like, my boy got a VHS. It looks like a VHS, but it is not. It is a Star Wars journal. So in here, like, I write down just different, like, Star Wars facts and things, whatever, things that I want to write down for myself. It's really cool. And it looks like a VHS. I got this at Geeky Bookstore, which is really fun. But I love Return of the Jedi, man. It's one of my favorites, as well as Revenge of the Sith. But anyway, again, like, something that happens like right after that point, from a certain point of view, is just really fun. I really enjoy stuff like that. So aside from that, there are other things coming when we talk about Star Wars books, audiobooks. I really enjoy the audiobooks, man. It's like watching the movie for me. You know what I mean? When you get to hear everything that's going on, you just get to sit back and chill, pop you some popcorn, have you a snack, whatever, and just listen for a few hours. Is really nice. I enjoy it, man. So the next ones that are coming, specifically, this is all High Republic. At least these are the two that I'm really, really excited for. Another one by my man, Daniel Jose Older. We got Star Wars, The High Republic, Midnight Horizon. That comes out February 1st, 2022. So mark your calendars. That one looks badass. The cover looks dark, and I'm like, yeah, they're going to be going in on this one. So, again, I love support. And Daniel Jose Older, he's on TikTok. I definitely recommend you guys, please go follow him. He's somebody, I really enjoy the stuff he does on TikTok, man. And I need to get over there and just interact a little bit more on his page. And, you know, I've had to kind of take a step back for a little while. I feel like, you know, like I've told you guys, I even did a video before where I was talking about TikTok, and I was like, man, I don't understand the algorithm. Some days where I feel like sometimes it works against you. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know if I'm shadow banned, because they're like, even like today, I really couldn't even see how many of you guys were active. But thank you for those who have showed up, both TikTok, both YouTube. Appreciate you guys so much. But again, like, it's been like probably almost 2 weeks where I haven't been able to see how many of my people are active, and usually I always can. So again, I don't know, you know, and again, I know for like my bounty hunter stuff, I never take it to a level of where like it seems like, yo, this seems aggressive. Like, this seems like, you know, but like my man is actually making death threats to people. Like, I make it clear to where like this is cosplay, like, you know what I mean? So I hope that the algorithm wouldn't look at my videos and be like, yo, he seems like he's threatening people. Like, and again, in my comments, I feel like the interaction I get from you guys, it's never really been that way. Like, I feel like most people understand, like, yeah, it's Mandalorian, it's the Mandalorian. You know, there's no issue with at least the people that are viewing and watching the content. But again, I don't know how the bots and people at TikTok will look at the videos and be like, oh, he's got a gun or a prop gun, and this looks crazy, we should shadow ban him. You know, I don't know. I could just be speaking out of my ass and not really knowing exactly what's going on, but at least that's my experience. I feel like, you know, it's been a little slow where I'm like, yo, I should have more connection to my following, and I feel like it's kind of been hit or miss. And sometimes that happens just periodically where you get shadow banned for a good little while, and then it's like, oh, cool, things are popping again. So I don't know, but for the people that do show up, I'm grateful to y'all. Y'all amazing. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I want to get back to and that's what I'm saying, like, I want to get back to supporting A lot of the people that I follow, and Daniel's one of those guys. Please go follow him. He's great. Like he's a Star Wars author who really like gives you guys a lot of the BTS, like a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, where he will tell you in a lot of his videos and live streams, like, hey, here's the process of what it looks like, what I have to do, and da 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 da. It's really cool, like to be like, man, this is cool to kind of see a different perspective behind the scenes, and he's just cool, man. He's a creator, that's working in the business, but is still a fan. He hasn't lost that aspect, and I think that's so unique is to see somebody that's like, hey, he's actively working, in the world of Star Wars, writing books, you know what I mean, for Lucasfilm, Disney, and he's still a fan. I think that's cool. Where it's like, like obviously for a lot of people that's a dream job. You know what I mean? Like that is a dream job. But I think it's so important to not, lose the aspect of being a fan. And you can clearly see that with him and many others, where it's like, yeah, this is what they do, but it's also what they love, which is really cool. So be sure to go and check out Daniel Jose Older. He's on TikTok. Go give him some support. Tell him Dadalorian sent you. But yeah, I'm looking forward to his next book, Midnight Horizon. The next book for High Republic, which is the next phase, is Star Wars: The Fallen Star, which is a High Republic book. And that's going to be by Claudia Gray. As I've already told you guys, I love her books. She is great. Definitely, I would say a household name for Star Wars book readers. Obviously, you're going to know who Claudia Gray is. You're going to know who Daniel Jose Older is. Calvin Scott and many others, man. There's so many that are like, oh, yeah, these are names you know of if you're reading these books. And her book comes out January 4th. So that's just next month. So just in a few days. So, and again, that's the next High Republic book, which is The Fallen Star. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hope you guys are too. Make sure you get your pre-orders done so you guys can read it right away and we can talk about it. So you said do a dance or something? No, what? I am. I don't know why I was about to say I'm simping right now. I'm going live right now. I'm live streaming right now. Boy with helmet sent for Baby Yoda. It's wrong. You need to go to jail, right? Like, what's wrong with you? Comment section is hilarious. So anyway, yeah, man, it's been great just talking about the things that I've read so far. Because again, for a while, I wanted to do more like immediate book reviews here on the channel. But, I've learned, like, what? Take your time. No one's telling you, like, yo, you got to rush and read this thing in 16 hours. And nobody is telling me that, like, at all. And I'm not telling you guys that. I say, enjoy the books at your pace, at your rate. There's no rush. But, again, it's like for me, when you start, you're like, okay, you get bit by that bug where you're like, okay, I want to kind of stay up to date, because it's just exciting. It's almost like watching a movie. For me, it is, so I definitely say if you guys haven't, if you aren't really into the books, that's okay. But if you're curious, if you're somebody that's like, man, I really, checking out some of these Star Wars audiobooks might be kind of cool. All the ones I've talked about thus far in this stream, definitely go check some of those out. And there are plenty others that I would definitely recommend. So yeah, don't sleep on the audiobooks, man. They are fantastic. So yeah, let me check on my chat. What up, mate? What are we talking about? We're talking about Star Wars audiobooks, and we are on the road to 10K on YouTube. So all my TikTok people who are here in the stream now, if you guys can definitely do me a favor, be sure to subscribe to Dadalorian on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate that. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. The big goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers going into this new year for sure. Like, I know we'll definitely do it, but that's that's the next milestone. After that, obviously, we'll be going to 20K and on and on. So yeah. Anyway, that's the next big thing, is to get to 10K. So all of my TikTok people, definitely be sure to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So I'll go to YouTube now. I love it. Yeah, I'm live there. I'm live here on TikTok, live on YouTube. So, wherever you guys are watching is fine by me. But definitely for my goal is to bring all of my TikTok people over to YouTube, so you guys can follow me on both. And then after that, we can work on Instagram. I mean, if you're already on Instagram and you follow me, great. That's cool too. I post a lot of pictures, like fan art, my family. It's more of like just kind of just to give you, I like to give you guys a little something different no matter where you're following me. That's the kind of way I look at it. Gives you like an incentive to follow me on, across platforms. So you get the same guide, but different stuff, which is fun. And then another couple of updates. I mentioned this before. Let me grab my saber now so I can show you guys that because I want to talk a little bit more about the saber stuff before we end. So let me grab that really quick. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. That was fast. Didn't take too long. So what I need to do, okay, let me turn this bad boy in. So I'll show you guys the hilt really quick. This is my Neo Saber. You can see the logo there. I love this golden, it's like a golden peachy hilt. It's beautiful, man. Almost puts me in mind of like Leia's saber almost. But these sabers are amazing. They are great, man. Very durable. And let me you just have to hold this down for like 4 seconds. You'll hear the sound. So cool. That's on. I don't know if should I turn the light off or I wonder if it'll be fine. Oh yeah, that's good. So I got it on red right now. Look at that bad boy. Isn't that great? This is great, man. And then to change colors, you hold it down for like 2 seconds. You see a flash. So I'll just filter through all the colors for you guys while I'm on here. Blue is nice and bright, gorgeous. I wonder if I should turn off the light here. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. So we'll filter through this really quick. Got like kind of like a sky turquoise-ish blue on this one, which is really fun. This is one of my favorite ones. I call that the Skywalker blue. That is the Skywalker blue right there. I love it. And that's one of my favorites. Obviously, is green. So you got a lot of cool colors on here, man. And this one's kind of like a pink. Got like a pinkish, purplish color. And then you got orange. Orange is pretty dope. And the purple makes Windu right there. And what is this one? More of like a yellowish gold, which is pretty fun. And more purple. And this is kind of like the Ahsoka, light, which is really fun. Here, let's filter through. And then back to the crimson red. So, which color should I stick with? We'll go with green, because green. I just missed it. Dang it. Go back to green, man. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to shut it off. There we go. So let me turn this light on. There we go. So, yeah, this is my Neo Saber. Again, I'm an affiliate with them. They are sending me another saber so I can do the joint thing. So I can just like take this off right here, and then I can connect the other one and do some Darth Maul stuff. It's gonna be badass. I cannot wait. So that should be getting here probably within a matter of days. I can't wait for that. That'll be fun. And then I'll do a whole nother unboxing thing for that. It'll be really fun. We'll make a fun video out of that as well. So be sure to go get you guys one of these. This is what it looks like. I have 2 full videos up on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see those in detail, the unboxing, the assembling, me playing with it and all that jazz, go check out those 2 videos. They are on YouTube to give you a little bit more information. But again, if you guys are going to purchase, be sure if you're going to save, go to the Save Neo official website. If you're watching on TikTok, it is in my link tree. So you guys can go straight there. And I think I even have my affiliate code or, coupon code that's written out there. It's just Dadalorian. Dadalorian all caps. So make sure you put that in before you purchase. So just make sure you're looking, pick out the saber you want. But before you purchase, just make sure you look at where it tells you to put the affiliate code or coupon code. Put that in, Dadalorian, all caps, and then you are all good to go. It helps me out a ton. And you guys get to get yourselves a badass quality lightsaber. So These are amazing. I highly recommend it. I wouldn't recommend something that I didn't trust. These guys are great. They're really nice. I would definitely say a young and newer, saber company, but definitely one that can be trusted for sure. So go and check them out. And if you're looking to get one, again, use my coupon code, saves you a little bit, and it helps me out as well. Other than that, any questions from you guys? I did mention this earlier. Again, we talked a little bit about, I got some feedback, like some people are like, yeah, it kind of sounds cool. But talking about the watch party for the Book of Boba Fett. Do you guys want to do that? Is that something you're interested in? Or are you guys just cool with doing a stream and we talk spoilers, like when it comes out? Like we just review the episode that day. I'm leaning more towards that. But if you guys are like, yo, let's stay up, let's pop popcorn, let's all be in pajamas, and let's watch this thing together, I'm cool with that too. But I just want to make sure we have an audience, that there's people there that are going to show up to make that event happen. So if you guys want to do that, I'm totally game. Other than that, I mean, if you guys don't want to do a watch party, I'm fine doing a stream that day, just kind of reviewing it. So y'all let me know. Erica, I see you sneaking in. What's up, girl? What did I miss? My Wi-Fi died for a minute. Not much. I mean, I just played with my lightsaber. That sounds funny when I say it out loud. I showed off my Save Neo lightsaber, and other than that, not much. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? I just talked about it, actually. I have two, but one of them is Return of the Jedi, right here. Sorry, I'm like trying to make sure both screens can see it. But this is my actually it's a journal. By the way, it's not a VHS. It looks like a VHS, but it is a Star Wars journal. But this is one of my favorites, Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith. Which are both, it's funny as I think about it, they're both endings to the two different trilogies, prequel and original, which is funny. Wrong website for playing with your lightsaber, right? I did not mean it like that. Okay. Yeah, nobody make a meme out of that. If I see something on Discord, I would be like, yo. Yeah, sure, I don't mind. Are the lightsabers strong, like hitting against each other? Yes. They are. Here, let me turn this back on. So, what? So, they have the clash capability. If that was if this was real, I would have chopped my hand off like 10 different times, but I just wanted to show you. Yes, they're durable. So very, very durable, very fun. They have the blaster effect. Let me turn this off. And I think there we go. And then again, you hold it down for 2 seconds. That changes your colors and all that jazz. I might go with like blue or something. I like the white actually. That one's pretty cool. That's one of my favorites. This one is one of my favorites. What's up, Erica? Autocorrect messed me up. Favorite color is what's your favorite color of lightsaber? I have a few. But this one, yeah, I mean, you can have whichever one you want, man. My favorite color is probably green. I love the green lightsaber, kyber crystal color. Can I hit someone with the lightsaber? I mean, you can buy your own. I mean, I wouldn't advise hitting people with a lightsaber. That would probably hurt. But if you go buy one, use my coupon code DADALORIAN. Make sure you guys put that bad boy in. So yeah, let me turn this off. Let's turn this off. Just have to hold it down for like 4 seconds. So I think that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, this is what a time. I think I seen something on TikTok too where someone was like, they almost forgot the Book of Boba Fett was coming out this week because it was kind of buried, under the hype of Spider-Man No Way Home, which is pretty real. I get that. I can relate to that. But at the same time, again, it's kind of nice being a Star Wars fan right now. There's a lot to look forward to going into this year. And I do have to say this too. My buddy, I gotta bring him. My dog's barking. I wonder if we have a package or something. I don't know. But anyway, if Star Wars ever has a premiere, I hope there's a lot of us that do get invited. That would be nice. Because I'm like, for Spider-Man, Marvel stuff, they went all out. So I would hope. What is going on? My dog's barking. Must be like UPS or something. Christmas was great. We had my in-laws were in town. Had a lot of family over. Oh yeah, it is. It is Amazon. I just seen my garage opened up. That's when my dog is going crazy. Can anyone hear my dog? If you can, it was Amazon. It's weird. I don't understand how my dog knows when the UPS person is here or the mailman is here. He knows when Amazon comes. Man, it's funny. So if so, don't spoil it when I'm watching in a week. Babe, put him outside. He probably just needs to go outside. I bet. I'm pretty sure he needs to. Your dog's force sensitive. He's Amazon sensitive. He knows when Amazon and UPS is here, man. It's hilarious. Have you seen the new Spider-Man movie? Yes, I have. I've seen it twice. Man. It was great. I've seen it so much. There was so much hype around it. That's why I changed my name temporarily on TikTok. It was kind of around the whole Spider-Man hype, which was hilarious. I got a Kylo Ren mask for Christmas. It is one of my favorite gifts. Nice. That's really cool. I have one too. It's battery operated. Like, it has a voice changer thing in it. By the way, I just ordered a voice changer for my Mando helmet. So if y'all ever catch me at a convention, the whole voice will be on point. It's gonna be great. Hey yo, what's up? So I think that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, audiobooks are great. I'm just glad that I've had a lot of time, to kind of catch up on books that I've been wanting to read in the world of Star Wars, and it's nice to finally do a stream where I'm able to, kind of talk about those, things. So for those who are curious, I'd highly recommend, check out. Don't sleep on Star Wars books, man. There's some good stuff out there. And again, there's some people who are like, yeah, what's going on with Star Wars? What's up with the content? There's a little something for everyone. There might not be, a lot of films that are happening right now. Like, we know there are things to come. As far as Star Wars TV is killing it. There's a lot of stuff to be excited for when it comes to Star Wars TV. Rather it be animation, rather it be the original stuff that's coming, to Disney Plus. There's a lot of stuff coming, and the Book of Boba Fett is a testament to that happening, this week. So, but then also on the flip side of that, there are other things. Like, we have the High Republic right now. We have those books and other little things in between that are snuck in. So if you're a book reader, there's a lot of stuff that you can enjoy. That I say don't sleep on, even if there's some that you haven't. Even some of the old legend stuff. There's a lot of good stuff that I'm like, yo, don't sleep on the books. There's a lot of good stuff to be had there, and a lot of fun conversations, that we can have within the community. So, and I'm glad that I'm hopping onto that, and that I'm kind of staying committed to the books, because they're just enjoyable. They really are. And then, video game stuff as well. We got the Skywalker Saga for Lego that's going to be coming. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed again. If it gets delayed again, I'm going to be like, yo, just forget it. If it gets delayed again, I'm going to be like, man, give me my money back. This will be like the third or fourth time that the game has been delayed. So hopefully everything goes well and they just release it when they say they did. I already did my pre-order. So I would assume if you can pre-order the game, usually that's a good sign. So hopefully it sticks to its 2022 release, which is going to be in January. So we should be getting that real soon. And by the way, on streams, we will be playing that. That will take precedence over everything else. I know we're playing Republic Commando, but if I don't beat that before that comes out, you already know. Like, Skywalker Saga, that takes precedence. We got to play that first. And then also we have Star Wars Hunters. That's coming to the Switch, which I'm really excited about. So and there's some interesting characters. And apparently, I did an article on this. I read through a Screen Rant article that said that Star Wars Hunters is apparently canon. Like it is canon. Which some of us had discussions before. We were like, oh, this seems like it's not, but apparently in the article that I read, you can watch it on YouTube and you can read it, on Screen Rant. It says that the game apparently is in the canonical, story of Star Wars. And when you read the description of certain characters, you're like, okay, this makes a little more sense when you understand things. Because there was one character in particular where some people were like, there's no way that this could be, in the canonical story of Star Wars, where you have like a droid Jedi, but it's really a droid that thinks it's a Jedi, but it may not necessarily be, force sensitive. It's just, it may be something in its programming, which I think is a fun thing. I'm like, oh, we haven't seen that before. So I'm excited for the game, man. And then there's a new Mandalorian. I forget his name, but he looks badass. And the Jawas, look pretty fun, where they're kind of like towered on top of each other, and it looks really fun, and I hope there is a story mode for it. I think that would be really fun to play through with you guys in a stream. So either way, there's a lot of stuff to be excited for. James, what's up, man? Hello, thanks for tuning in. Dogalorian. Yes, he is, right? So other than that, man, I think that concludes our stream. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those who are here on TikTok, those here on YouTube, I appreciate you all. Again, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Right now, we're getting closer to 7K. So again, I encourage all of my TikTok viewers, be sure to help out Dadalorian and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm counting on you. Definitely need your help. And I can't wait to see a lot of you guys over there. Seriously. Thank you, Dadalorian, for the live. It was really fun. I'm glad. This was much better than our previous live stream. I was trying something different and it kind of bombed. But hey, that's what happens. You live and you learn, man. You try different things, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But I'm glad that I was able to do that and kind of learn and listen to you guys. Like, hey, this is what we like, and I kind of realized, like, hey, I got to stick with my guns and what I really enjoy. What's really true to my nature and my content. So it was good to experiment, but also kind of realize, like, hey, I have a system on how I do my streams and the content that we talk about. It's good to stick with that, so it was a good lesson learned. Anyway, do you actually do I actually like Star Wars? My God, man. I mean, I can show you my room. I can show you my life. Yes, like, dude, Star Wars is a part of my life. It's a lifestyle at this point. Yes, I like Star Wars. I love Star Wars. It is a lifestyle, man. It is. So, yes, I do. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow for probably another TikTok stream. Tomorrow's the 28th. Actually, yeah, we'll see. Maybe. Tomorrow's my anniversary. December's crazy. So me and my wife is our anniversary tomorrow. The 29th is her birthday. So it's gonna be a busy week. But I might see you guys tomorrow for a short stream. We'll do it that way, like some promotional stuff for YouTube. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.